Right now, though, let's talk a little politics. Let's go back to our panel. It's 7:45, and in the race for the White House, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton continue to hit the swing states pretty hard with just 17 days to go until Election Day. The latest poll numbers have Hillary Clinton over Trump by 4 points. That's down from the 8 points Clinton led by last week. Trump has managed to rise in the polls following claims of election rigging, while Clinton may have fallen after controversial statements on abortion during Wednesday's third and final presidential debate. What do the candidates need to do to gain ground heading into the final lap of the race? The race for the White House is our topic this half hour. We want to hear from you on Facebook and also on Twitter. Just weigh in. You can find us Fox 26 Houston. Joining us live from our newsroom now, please welcome our senior legal analyst, Chris Tritico, Democratic media consultant, Mustafa Tamiz, and there in the middle, we got Jackie Valley for us. Good morning to you all.
Good morning. So, the answer to your question, quite simply, I think Hillary Clinton is thinking all she needs to do is just stay steady, and Donald Trump needs to find a message that's beyond controversy of his own. And that's really what I think that all of the people that are close to these candidates are probably telling them. And Donald Trump's people have to be telling him, you've got to find a message that's talking about Hillary and not about yourself. But I want to talk about Hillary for a minute. I want to talk about these Wiki Leaks releases that are coming out. And we've been talking about this all year long, waiting for this to happen. Now, every day we see more and more, and these are getting more harsh for her. And the things that are coming out, while they're not her emails, they are very harsh about her campaign.
I thought one of the most insightful things was said by Marco Rubio, and Rubio kind of warned Republicans that, you know, if you keep harping on this after the election, potentially that Republican emails might start to come out. And this is a big data dump. We don't even know if these emails are accurate. We don't know if they've been sabotaged and other emails have been put into it that actually don't exist, and we've seen evidence of that already. This is a Russian hack. It's given to WikiLeaks to put out and to destroy the confidence of the election process. And so, are there embarrassing things in there? Yeah, there's some embarrassing things in there. And some of them, are some of them true? Probably some of them.
There was an article yesterday that
illegal in
but there was an article yesterday that the latest release is eroding confidence in Hillary Clinton's own base, in people saying we don't know if we can trust her. That's a problem for her, isn't it?
Look, there are internal conversations that refer to polling information, they refer to various stuff, and they're cherry-picking things out and putting them out there, and that's the purpose of doing that.
So Donald Trump has had, you said it earlier in the show, Donald Trump has a problem staying on message. I'm gonna say it a little differently. Donald Trump can't get a message off of himself, and the problem is he keeps bringing up the bad things about himself. If he would just attack Hillary Clinton a little bit and talk about Hillary Clinton's problems, he might help himself, don't you think?
Yeah, there's lots of ammunition. The Clinton Foundation, her latest scandal, all of the WikiLeaks emails, you go on and on and on. If he were to stick with those issues, also stick on with the economy, and also stick on foreign policy, that's when I say he needs to stay on message. That's exactly what I mean. Those are the things that he needs to do. These issues with the women that are coming out, we've seen poll after poll that voters say they don't really care. It's not going to impact how they vote. Move on from that and stay on message.
All right, let me go to Rita. I almost said Sally. Let me go to Rita. She's monitoring our social media.
I'm in for Sally, that's why. And she's watching. Hi, Sally. Yeah, let's get right to our comments. So here we go. We'll start with this one from Semi-Controlled, who says she hates everyday Americans, and her own staff says she is a liar. Do we need more? And then the hashtag WikiLeaks. Let me see if I can fire this bad boy up one more time. See if I can get the comments up. Well, it looks like it's not going to, but I'll go ahead and finish the tweet here because Semi-Controlled had a point. Bottom line is they say she hates everyday Americans, and her own staff says she is a liar. Do we need more? And then they use the hashtag WikiLeaks and hashtag Never Hillary. And then let me just share one more comment with you guys before we let you go. So Greg here says Twitter was hacked and down for hours. Donald Trump's approval ratings then jumped 20 points. Hashtag I'm without him. So lots of comments, you guys, that we've been sharing with you all morning long. We appreciate you all using that hashtag and finding us Fox 26 Houston. But there you go, Chris.
All right, thank you. You know, I want to talk about what something Mustafa said, and it really was something that was coming up in there. Marco Rubio said a dire warning to Republicans, you better watch it, because tomorrow it could be us, and we should stop talking about this. Was that the right thing for him to say?
Well, I'm not going to tell Marco Rubio what he should say. I do think that the emails that we've seen come out of WikiLeaks is very telling. It tells us about again, I said that last week, the hypocrisy of the Democratic elite. It tells us why we distrust Hillary. A majority of Americans distrust her, and they find her to be unethical. And these emails that continue to come up show and prove to us that she is unethical and probably one of the most corrupt people to run for this office.
If we got to look inside of the emails of the Donald Trump campaign, do you think we would have the same view?
We would have a very dark view, even darker than what we see now, because a lot of the folks that are working around Donald Trump are very dark people. I mean, that's just almost a factual
What's
statement.
wrong with being dark?
Nothing, actually.
Let me ask you both this. The biggest release here is from John Podesta, who has a Gmail account working for a major candidate in a presidential race. How stupid is this? Have these people learned nothing?
Well, look, I mean, I think that, look, it's...
We've got less than 30 seconds.
I think that Gmail accounts are probably safer than most of the
I'm thinking
office systems that are set up. But these are intelligence agents working for the Kremlin that have the incredible tools in terms of hacking into people's
Finish it off, Jackie.
I don't think that it's fair to blame the Russians for what the Democrats are saying and what they're trying to do and undermining the system and the fact that they're corrupt. That has nothing to do with the Russians. Those statements were made by the Democratic elites, and stop blaming the Russians for what they're saying.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. That's it for this week. We'll be back next week wrapping up the hottest stories of the week.
We're going to be standing by. We'll see you then.